Yeah, so we had it Sunday evening, I believe it was, where we had the Oscars, and I was seeing all these videos dropping about Will Smith slaps Chris Rock. And I found that very odd because Will Smith is a very wholesome character. He's not a thug, he's not known for violence or anything like that. He's known as a very wholesome family man, a joker sort of guy, a guy that's very sort of light-hearted, very gifted actor, and he did receive an Oscar on that night for King Richard. So yeah, this incident that everybody's been talking about with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Now, I was very shocked, very surprised to hear of this incident because, as I say, it's very sort of out of character for what I know of Will Smith. But yeah, so the way it happened, for those who, well, everybody must know by now, the way it happened was you had Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith in the audience, and Chris Rock going through his routine, talking about other actors and actresses, and you know, the thing that seemed to trigger it was, of course, the thing that did trigger it was the comment he made about Jada Pinkett Smith, which was that, hey Jada, love you. G.I.JANE's coming out soon. And then they all started laughing. The crowd started laughing and stuff. And you saw that as the camera panned, you saw that Will Smith also laughed about, he sort of laughed at the joke. But then the camera also panned to Jada, and her face seemed to be very, her face, you could tell that there was an anger there. You could tell that there was a bad reaction to that joke. And at the time watching it first, I didn't really notice it, but watching it a few times, you notice that there's a turn in her expression. There's, you can tell that there's displeasure there, that she doesn't like what she's hearing. And I believe that although Will Smith was laughing initially, I think that seeing his wife's face like that is what turned it. And then Will Smith rolls up there, and Chris Rock seems to think it's a joke. In the beginning, he even leaned his head forward and goes, okay, uh-oh. Then bang, the slap comes in, and Will Smith just turns around smooth, walks and sits down his seat, tells Rock, yeah, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, etc. He says that twice. And at first, hearing of this, I thought, nah, this has got to be staged. But I think you can definitely see in Will Smith's face, and you can sort of hear the emotions in his voice that this was something very serious. This was not a joke, and this wasn't. I don't think this is something that was staged, because you had Chris Rock was on there fumbling his words. He's fumbling his words. You could tell he made a little joke of it afterwards. Oh, this is the greatest moment in television history. He made his little joke about it, but you could tell that even he was shocked. He was surprised. He wasn't expecting that, because I suppose these comedians, there's no real boundaries for him. There's no real boundaries for him. But I, knowing a bit more of Will Smith's story now that I didn't know before, is that obviously his wife, Jada, she has alopecia. So that's where you lose all your hair. I mean, I know that I've got that in my family, members of my family got that. So yeah, I can understand that. You get somebody violating on that level, somebody talking about anything to do with their hair. Yeah, that's, can be a green light, to just go, and you feel deeply that disrespect. So yeah, I definitely see it from that level, that yeah, someone and your wife, wow, it's very intimate. It's one of them as well where I think he's probably going through enough stress, because there's a lot out there about them as a couple and stuff, and there's a lot of people making memes already, these entanglements and whatever else they got going on, and their families structure and marriage, and it's been quite open. So there's a lot of information known about them already in the public arena. So I would imagine Will Smith and both Jada Pinkett Smith, they're already being made fun of by a lot of people, because the internet's very ruthless. There's a lot of people hiding behind keyboards and stuff like that, and people will be, as Will Smith said, abusive, disrespectful, talk crazy about you, your family, your life. And because a lot of stuff about their families out there already due to their fame, and I think they've read table talks and certain things, so there's so much stuff out there about them again. And I guess from what I saw of it, it's like perhaps it's a build-up, within Will Smith, that he may feel disrespected by a lot of other stuff as well. And it's like everything, the anger, there's just an explosion. Maybe he's bottled things up and it just explodes on that night. But yeah, it's one of them where, violence is not an ideal thing in especially the public square, but it's one of them where you can understand a man, he's trying to defend the honor of his wife. Many people say, you could do this outside or blah, blah, blah. You can talk outside. But I suppose in that moment, he's just feeling angry in that moment. Wife's feeling disrespected. And then, it's like he's got to do something. And I think that's more than likely where he's coming from. So, yeah, respect to them. God bless to them and their family and that. But, yeah, that's just a few thoughts on it. And until next time, MKO Pugilism over and